What's going on, everybody? It is Sunday morning at 7:30. I woke up at 5 o'clock, but my alarm was set for 6. Ooh, look how pretty that is. The sun is rising, and the sky is pink right now. Pink and purple. But anyway, I had my alarm set for 6 o'clock, and because I had my wisdom teeth removed the other day, sleeping has been a bit scarce. I haven't really been able to get a full night's sleep in a while. So yeah, woke up at 5 o'clock, started going through my morning routine, took my dog out for a walk, fed her, and now I'm on my way to WeWork to get some stuff that I have on my plate done. And yeah, probably gonna work till around 2:30, then come home, take my dog out for a walk, play fetch, and then decide what I want to do with the rest of the day. But this is really how I prefer to spend my, how I like to structure my days. It's like if I can just do the hard work in the morning, do the work in the morning, and then enjoy the rest of the day, it provides me with a lot of comfort. And yeah, and so I just wanted to make this video because I'm not like a huge fan of like hustle porn and stuff like that. I just think that there's a lot of content out there where people are just talking about working ridiculous hours, and some of it is actually good. Like, it's from creators that are really passionate about what they're doing, and business people that are really living what they're talking about. They're not just like selling a dream. But I think the problem that a lot of people have is like I'm speaking from experience. In the past, when I've come across that kind of advice, I haven't been the best at figuring out what actually works just for me, taking what they say with a grain of salt and applying the strategies that work for me, and discarding the rest. And so what really works well for me is just using the energy that I have in the morning to my advantage, because I have a tremendous amount of energy when I wake up, and just getting started on the day's tasks. Because usually around the time like 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock rolls around, I don't really feel like I want to conquer the world as much. I'm usually more in like a position where I just want to relax a little bit and put my feet up. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to relax. Oh my gosh, Berlin, you're so pretty sometimes. I mean, you don't really see the sun in the winter time, so you got to appreciate it when you do see it. And I guess that's like most things, right? Just being grateful when you actually experience something, and just recognizing its absence while also recognizing its existence, which I guess like is part of gratitude in general, right? Is like not just experiencing things in a vacuum, but realizing that a sunset like this that I don't get to see very often is that much more special. But maybe if I lived somewhere that was sunny, there wouldn't be that kind of lack. So anyway, yeah, I'm just super grateful. I'm feeling good. My mouth is just have like stitches all over my mouth right now, and like the left side of my mouth is giving me some issues, but it's been pretty good actually, the recovery so far. And my dentist actually upsold me. I'm in sales, so I try to be as conscious as possible when people and businesses are selling me things, But my dentist sold me so well. He was giving me the consultation for the wisdom teeth removal. And he was like, yeah, so your recovery time, I'm going to give you a doctor's note for a week. Because I asked him how long it would take for me to recover. And he's like, I would say probably at least 5 days. Also, if you're interested, I could draw your blood and put your plasma directly into your gums. And I was like, oh, well, what is that for? And he's like, well, it's what the professional football players do, like soccer players. What the professional football players do to speed up their recovery. And I was like, oh, actually, I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty good. He's like, yeah, it would be 120 euros. I don't know if that's, you don't have to spend it. And then immediately was like, yeah, I'll do that. Even if it saves me like one day of feeling this way. But man, that entire procedure was so strange. Like they numbed up my face with local anesthesia. And as they were like ripping the teeth out of my mouth, I'm just like seeing these bloody teeth being like yanked out of my mouth and then, put onto the table like clink. It was just like it was bizarre. But I was super happy, actually. Very happy to be there, very happy to receive the healthcare. And I'm probably like super, I mean, I know I'm super weird, but I'm probably super weird for this attitude. Every time I go to the doctor or the dentist, I just get, like, I'm just pumped. I'm just very excited. I really care about my body and I care about my health. And in a way, it feels like I'm investing in myself, investing in my long-term returns. So I was just like smiling during my consultation with the oral surgeon. He's like, yeah, so you see this tooth here on the chart? This is the tooth that we need to remove. But if you want, I can just do all 4 of them. My eyes lit up. I was like, you can do all 4 of them? He's like, yeah, if you want to. I was like, yeah, please. And then I was just like super pumped about it. I was like smiling and I was like, I'm so excited. And he's laughing. He's like, yeah, that's good. You fucking weirdo. Like he probably thinks I'm into like BDSM and that I enjoy like, submitting and having things done to me. But the fact of the matter is I like efficiency. So, I like the idea of buying things in bulk and not having to return to the store again. And I also really like the idea of, just in general, getting what needs to get done. Yeah, so I knew that this was going to be something that I would have to have a conversation about at some point in the future, having the other wisdom teeth removed. But, got them all done. Anyway. That was a very, very long rant. I'm on about a 30-minute walk to the WeWork. And, just really excited. And just looking forward to seeing, like, how today pans out. And, yeah, it's nice when, like, from my perspective, I like to take advantage of the weekend for, doing personal projects and stuff like that. And I just find that it's so refreshing when you can look at Saturday and Sunday after the weekend's over and look back and say, wow, I got a lot done over the weekend. And I think I'm starting to sound a lot more like my mom and my grandma now, because they're always doing stuff on the weekends. They're always like taking care of, cleaning around the house and like putting stuff away, packing stuff and putting it into storage and taking care of errands. And, they're always, they don't like to sit still. They always like to be moving. And I'm very much the same way. I usually watch a movie. It usually takes me like 3 sittings or more to finish a movie. Like the other day, I started The Glass Onion. It was like maybe a week ago. Started The Glass Onion, and I was just watching it for about 30 minutes, and I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting, and I'll come back to this. And so I started writing or reading or whatever I was doing that day, and I came back to it a couple days later, and I watched like another 30 minutes, and then I came back to it another couple days later, and I finished it. And honestly, I'm not really sure how I feel about the movie, but that's not what I want this channel to be about. So I'll save my hot takes if I ever create a movie review channel. All right, I'm pretty much done rambling at this point. I hope that you guys are all having a great day, and yeah, however you decide to spend today, I hope that it just aligns with what you want out of your life, because it is a really good feeling when you know that you're moving in the right direction, whichever direction that needs to be. All right, I'll see you guys.